Part 14, the Reference Call Guide, how to harvest referrals from your customer base. This series will give you the edge to recognize and then achieve your goals through its philosophy of constant, never-ending improvement. Strategies that will become a fluid part of who you are. Maximize your true potential. Strategies for success. Your first step to success, beyond your imagination.
Hi, welcome back. Again, I want to say it again, as I usually do. Appreciate the time. Appreciate the hard work. It's 2 paces. And I appreciate the focus. That's number 3, I think. And then, well, anyway, hey guys, you get the point. Listen, this next call is powerful. I'm telling you what. It's the reference call. Now listen, I don't know about you, but that's one area that I think a lot of stores lack in, is getting the referrals. When you get the referrals, though, what do you say to the referral? Hey, your friend said that you're in the market to buy a new car? I hope not. There's a better way. But you know, one of the things we like to do at our dealership is we put it part of our dealer jacket. You know, is that we want to get 5 references from everyone that buys a car from us. Whether it's 5 references or 5 referrals. Depending if they're special finance, guess what we're going to do? We're getting 5 references. If they're primary, what are we going to do? We're getting 5 referrals. And how do you do that? Here's a quick tip for you. What you want to do is at the end of the deal, when you're going through the process of you're closing up the paperwork and you're getting ready to move into the F&I department, I always recommend you do this. Hey, pull out a piece of paper and say, you know what, most of my business comes from great customers just like you guys. So what I'd like to do for you, if you wouldn't mind, is just take a few minutes right now and write out as many people as you can think of that just might be one of these days possibly in the market for a new or used automobile. Push that blank piece of paper over along with the white pages and just say, I'll be back in a moment, and just turn and walk away. Don't give them a chance to say, I don't know. Just say what I said. You know what, maybe you know us, maybe you don't know us. And now realize this here. The customers bought the car. They're at the very epitome of what? Of the process. They feel great about the process now, don't they? They just bought the car, the stress is gone, they own the thing. It's a good time. So take that paper out and tell them, you know what, hey, you know what, most of my business comes from great customers just like you and friends that my customers know. You know, who do you know, maybe a friend, a relative, or a neighbor that just one of these days might be possibly in the market for a new or used automobile. And just push over the paper, the pen, and the white pages. And just say, if you can think of anybody at all, just go ahead and write their names down right here. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to check on our paperwork. And just turn and exit. You know what? You come back, and 50% of the time, there's 1 or 2 or 3 names on there. And just ask them, Jane Smith, why do you say Jane? And they'll tell you why. Michael Jensen, why Michael Jensen? And they'll tell you why. Again, now we've got some referrals. You know what you got? You got something that you hadn't had if you wouldn't have asked. And you know what? If you don't ask, you don't get. So why don't you ask? All they can do is say to you is no. Who cares? Try, though. You come back and you get 2 or 3 names on there. If you have nothing on there, what do you do then? Hey, no big deal. Just pick it up, put it in your drawer. Hey, follow me, guys, and take it back to F&I. No big deal. No harm done. Right? But now when you get on, we want to call these people. What do we say to these people to get them to open up and want to come out and see us and maybe buy a car from us? Well, I recommend you do a couple things. A, open up the call intelligently like we always do. Hi, is Bill there, please? Yeah, this is Bill. Bill, am I getting at a pretty good time? Yeah, I guess so. Who's calling, please? Hey, this is Ken Kingstead. I know you and I don't know one another, but I'm one of the salespeople down here at ABC Automotive Group. And I just sold your friend, Mike Good, you know, a new SUV. You know, and as a courtesy to you and to Mike, actually, we wanted to extend a hand to you and send you out some oil change coupons or discount certificates, or I don't care what you're sending out. Give them some hope for gain. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can't give them a free oil change. Give them something. A 10% discount certificate. I don't care. Give them something. Put it towards advertising. It's not a big investment. Okay? And create that, you know, open door. You know, as a courtesy to Mike for buying the new vehicle from us, we kind of wanted to extend a hand to a handful of his friends and family. And as part of his friends and family, he put you down on our list here. So I want to go ahead and extend a hand to you and send you out a free oil change coupon or discount certificate. Now, you open to something like that. Time out. First of all, who would not be open to that? I'm not calling and say, you know, I want to verify Mike's address. He put you down on the loan as a, you know, possible reference. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it in a high level. I want to keep it light. I want to keep it very user-friendly, non-confrontational. I want to be their friend too. I want to extend my hand to them and tell them, you know, Mike's a great guy. He bought a new SUV from us, you know, and as a courtesy to Mike, I want to send you, some of his friends and family, An oil change coupon or a discount certificate. Are you open to that? Man, I've never heard anyone say, no, I'm not open to that. Keep your discounts. You know? They're like, yeah, let me know. I'd love to have that. You know, I saw Mike's new truck anyway. It was fantastic. Hey, great. Wonderful. I appreciate that. Let me make sure I got your address right. You're at ABC, Anytown, USA, 12345. Is that right? Yes, it is right. Okay, super. Well, I'll go ahead and make a note of that and send it out to you today. Oh, by the way, what kind of vehicle are you currently driving? Oh, I'm driving this vehicle. Really? What year is this vehicle? Well, it's 99. And how many miles are on this vehicle? Oh, it's got, 65,000 miles on it. Really? Other than your vehicle, what other vehicles are in the household that I could possibly send some coupons out to help them as well as a courtesy to Mike? Well, my wife's got this kind of vehicle. What year is it? Does this sound a little familiar too? I hope it does. You bet it does. And how many miles are on it? Bam. What are we doing? We're prospecting the household, just like we did with who? The owner base or the already bought customer. It's all part of the puzzle. They'll tell you what they got, and I ask them next, hey, of those vehicles, which one's most likely to be replaced next? Why would you say that? Think you'd go new or used? Are you a day, a week, a month, or maybe even a year away? Because I just have to educate myself on what you're trying to accomplish, and that way I can kind of at least point you in the right direction, because, buying a car is a big thing. It's a little confusing, more than it was in the past few years. Oh, yeah, so again, we're extending hand. We're doing what? We're pacing, aren't we? We're developing rapport with this customer. And anyway, we finish up with then say, okay, well, and they say, well, I'm probably a month out. Suppose we came across an opportunity here, even if it meant moving up your timing with a super rebate or a discount or an incentive. Would you be open to something like that? Well, yeah, I would. Well, great. When could you come out? This afternoon or this evening? Or back up and say, what kind of vehicle are you currently driving? Well, I'm driving this kind of vehicle. And what's the year of that vehicle? It's this year, 99. And how many miles? So it's got, 60,000 miles on it. Hey, listen, we've got customers coming through here all the time looking for that type of vehicle. For the right amount of money, would you consider possibly trading the vehicle in? I mean, who would say no to that? Yeah, heck yeah, for the right amount of money I would. Wouldn't you? Absolutely. So what do? You bring them in and hope for gain, trade allowance. We're offering top dollar for those kinds of vehicles anyway, because we got customers coming through all the time trying to find, a good late model car, not too old, not too new, got a few miles on it, but there's a niche for that. And we got people coming in all the time trying to find good cars like that. When could you come in? This afternoon or this evening? Early or late? And again, we're going to follow our nose down the line. Around 5 o'clock? Great. I've got a delivery at 4:30 till 5. How would 5:15 work for you? Or if you don't have a delivery, say, I've got to finish up some paperwork here at 5 o'clock. How would 5:15 work for you? Great. You got a pen handy there? I'll wait for you to grab it. Super. Jot my name down. It's Kingstad. It's Kingstad. First name's Ken. And again, my phone number here at the dealership is, tell him the phone number. And by the way, where are you coming from? Mentally drive him to your store. He may have not been to your store. He may not know where your store is even located. Drive him in. And then end the call. Hey, listen, if you're running a little late, no big deal. What does this sound like, by the way? The incoming phone call. Interesting, isn't it? We're going to finish on that note. And again, I'll tell you what, this reference call is powerful. I mean, my gosh, you should be selling at least one reference per month, minimum. If we're asking, we're going to receive, okay? This is a strong call. Apply it. I know I've given you a lot in terms of the already bought and the owner base and the PR call and also the reference call now. It's a lot of information there, but guess what? The good news is you can rewind or start it over and watch it a dozen times or 50 times. I don't care. If you got to watch it 100 times, do it until you master it. Do yourself the favor. Listen, until next time, have a super day and take care.